Mr. Jones. Well, why are you singing that song? That's not a good intro for a video. Oh, hey, everybody, so welcome to the Jones Show. I'm he. It is the evening edition. Hey, how y'all is? Come on in here. The water is fine. Let's go deep sea diving into this subject right here because there's an epidemic that's going on in the household of faith. There's a whole lot of stuff that we need to talk about that might rattle some of y'all's featherings and take y'all into a place where you don't want to know, you don't want to hear it because you don't want to hear it. You really don't want to hear this? Well, tune it off because this going to upset a few folks who are in a situation called marriage. And you're getting bad advice. Oh, man. This right here is one of those today. Let's talk about this whole thing, the evolution of horrible, bad marriage advice. It's pretty bad, and the Pentecostal church is responsible for a whole lot of bad advice. Let's see if we can fix this. For those of you preachers who might be watching, let me tell y'all something that you may not know. There's some of your members who feel that you are horrible at marriage counseling. So guess what? They don't call you. They call somebody else. Diane, blessings to you. Regina Allen and Karen Peterson, blessings to you. Let me tell y'all this. They feel that y'all are not capable of counseling them. They tired and fed up. So they pick up the phone and say, Bojangles Marriage Emporium and socks, okay? No, I don't want the socks. I need the marriage part. Yes. Where you located? On Skid Row? We will go there first before we go to our pastor. Huh? Our pastor think he can marry, he can counsel anybody, but all his kids divorced. And the whole missionary department at the church, all of them got unsaved husbands, and most of them husbands are trying to divorce. Yeah, they stay at church. They live at church. So we want to come to you for great, because it seems like the world stays married, but the church jacked up. Where y'all at? On the corner of Skid and Row. You did tell me that, didn't you? Yeah, we on our way over there. How much? That much? That's fine. We'll pay it. Yeah, our pastor's free, but why? He ain't telling us nothing for free. I'd rather pay you and at least be like the world in the sense of having a happy marriage. Y'all gonna talk about what? Y'all gonna talk about that? My pastor don't talk about that. He never asked me about that. What'd he say? He go in the Bible, he quotes some scriptures, he do a couple Hail Marys, I don't know, and then he pours some oil on us, make us get on our knees in the office and pray over us for about, 15 minutes. And then he ask us, do we love each other? And we lie and say, yeah, we do. But he said, ain't no buts. God said it and it's going to be. And then he sends us home. Yeah, he does that. He ain't bona fide. We can't go to him no more. We need somebody to tell us the truth. Because Sir Walter Jones, he been absent for a while. He going to tell. He on now. He on right now. Oh, I gotta go. He on. I'm trying to tell y'all, that's what's happening. Horrible, horrible advice coming from the church. And I think, I'm coughing it out. I think that you pastors, I'm laughing and coughing at the same time. I think you pastors need to get some classes. I think many of you pastors need to stop being so prideful and go online, type in, how can I do this better? I'm talking about the counseling part. Go to Moody's or go to Ebenezer if they got a school. Go to First Presbyterian School of the Counseling Faith or somewhere and get you some teaching and learning. If you can't afford it, ask the flock. Listen, flock, I'm trying to be a better pastor for you, so can you help me out? Put me in school so I can be a better, okay, if you're too prideful for that, go on YouTube, and there's a whole bunch of free counseling videos on there on the A's and B's, the pros and cons, and things that you can do naturally to help your flock stay married, because they miserable and you keep throwing a book at them like a police do back in the 1950s in some of these investigative shows like, hey, Bob, throw the book at him. That's what y'all doing at church. They come and he come to y'all and then you say, well, I'm going to throw the book at you. They done heard the book. The book is all they're hearing. You can't find nothing in the book that helps the saints out with dating. All right? The book takes you straight to marriage. It don't take you to the dating process in the Bible. Nope. You know the closest that I found about dating in the Bible? The closest that I found is it's the book that y'all never read in church. It's called The Song of Songs. Some of y'all's books call it The Song of Solomon. It's a nasty book. Hey, Beverly, how you is? Good to see you. You're going to lose your license again. I made a couple copies, Tamara. Yeah, it's called The Song of Solomon. It's nasty. It's talking about breasts and stuff. And, talk about the neck formation. And it talk about, it's comparing Pharaoh's chariots to her, like R. Kelly compared you to his Jeep. You remind me of my Jeep. Man, it made y'all upset, but it's the greatest analogy that I've known to man, because R. Kelly's Jeep is his lover. I'm trying to help you preachers out. Don't turn this off. How dare you? R. Kelly's Jeep, he do everything in that Jeep. All right? I keep telling y'all, you want to find out if a man really loves something, follow him to his car or Jeep. Follow him to the Jeep store when he get ready to buy one and watch his expression. Watch his innermost beings. Watch the sweat glands. You can smell him. Stuff happening in him. He's feeling and smelling himself, because that Jeep he getting ready to buy, he appreciated more than he do you. How is that possible that he can fall in love? I know men who are making love to their cars. Nasty buzzard. Got there, and they live in the rural areas, by the way. They're not as dark complexion themselves. But anyway, them dudes are having sex with their own cars. They pulling down their pants in the forest and doing stuff with that exhaust pipe. Nasty dog. Okay? Why is that? And his wife is at home. Okay? You remind me of my Jeep, Elishama. Okay? Because look at him. He buy that sucker. And he popped the hood. Your man ain't popped your hood in a long time, have he? No, he ain't. He checked the battery. Why are you checking the battery on a new car? He bring all his tools with him. And watch this. He bring his mechanic with him. This dude brought his mechanic with him to go buy a car. And y'all talking about, I love him, Pastor. I sure do love him. Okay. Y'all need... Anyway, he bring his mechanic with him, and the mechanic pop the hood and check all of the electricity in that sucker. He ain't doing that to you. He doing that to his car. You don't know how to check his electricity? Well, he checking the car's electricity, and he's slapping the tires. He kicking the tires with his feet. That's what we used to do. He don't. All right. He popped the trunk. He don't pop your trunk no more. He popped the trunk, and he delicate with the trunk. He delicate. He said, "Don't put that in there. Don't put that in there. That don't go in the trunk." Okay. Yeah, it's all kind of double entendres in this show. I'm trying to help save y'all's families. Okay. All right. And then he checked the mileage. He want to see if it's been around the block too many times. He said, "Oh, keep the miles low. That's the car I want." Oh, and if it's got high miles on it, he said, okay, I could put up with the high miles because she been around the block a few times. That's fine. Let me check these other little parts of the car to make sure that, let me check the records. The records say she's going through maintenance properly and had a whole bunch of oil changes and liquid changes and all that stuff. That's fine. She got 100,000 miles, but at least her oils and stuff have been changed frequently and she hadn't had an accident. All right. He go through all that, checking out his car. Take that sucker home. And he can't take his eyes off that car. He pulled up to the house and he admires it as he's walking away. Y'all know these movies as the man is walking away with his AR-15 and he walking away really slow motion and the explosion happening back. Poof. Y'all know every movie got that scene where a man is walking away with his rifle and the explosion happened, a big fire flame, and he walking away slow. Every movie got that. And then he turned around and looked at his car. He admired it. And then he opened the door to his house. And before he opened the door, before he go in, he looked back at his car again. He closed the door. And guess what he going to do? He in the house. And then he opened up the blinds. And guess what he doing? He looking outside and he looking at her. He admiring his car. All right? He closed the blinds, go use the bathroom. He goes to pee-peeing, all right? Then he goes to the kitchen, and he realized I've been in the kitchen too long. It's been an hour, and I have not looked at my car. And then he go back into the living room, pop his head, there she is. And then he take his key and make sure he locked it. Now, he locked it when he opened the front door, when he got home. But he take the key and lock it again. Click, click. He want to make sure the neighborhood heard her scream. Click, click. Click, click. You see what I'm saying? He want to make sure y'all don't understand. This mine. I got security on this sucker. I want everybody to know that car belong to me. Click, click. When last time he done that to you? Click, click. When last time he popped your hood? When last time he checked your trunk? When last time he changed your oils or put oil in you? And when last time he done that? Okay? He ain't done that. He love that car. You remind me of my Jeep. You don't remind him of his Jeep. And then he goes to sleep at night and he wake up about 1 a.m. You know why he waking up? He's startled. He's like, oh, I heard a noise. What's that? You heard a noise? I heard a noise. What noise did you hear? I don't know. Somebody breaking in my car. He thinks somebody breaking in his precious piece of metal. And he gets up, put his PJ on or whatever. He might be naked. He just put his robe on. He don't care. And he goes out there and he looks. He opened the door. He said, "Who that out there? Who that?" Click, click. Okay? He worried. That's his baby. And the next morning, even though that car is brand new, he want to wash that sucker. He take it down there to not the $3 wash. Oh no. He do not let no brushes from some inanimate object that you paid $3. He don't let it go through that tunnel and brushes hitting it and all that stuff. He don't allow that. No. He take it to that place where it's going to cost him $25, $30. And it's going to be a whole bunch of dudes with towels out there and say, "May I help you?" He going to say, "Delicate, please." Okay? And he going to watch y'all rub that car down really nice and what have you. He watching, taking pictures, making sure you don't rub it too hard. Yes, he is. That's his baby. And you miss a spot. He said, "You missed a spot. Get it." And you get that spot. And then he drive off, and then he pulled up somewhere. And if he see this construction site, he will not drive to that construction site. He turn around and go down another way. He ain't going through no alleys. Oh no, he trying to find where all the good pavement is, because he just washed his baby. Do he treat you like that? No, he don't. That's a problem. That's a problem. Trice, that's a problem. He don't like you that much. He ain't into you anymore. R. Kelly says, "She remind me of my Jeep." That means he really liked that girl. He loved her. So you ain't gonna find nothing about dating in the Bible other than Song of Solomon, in which you will not read. But there's some great stuff in there. And a lot of it is too natural for y'all. It's too sexual for y'all, so you don't read it. That's why your marriage is jacked up. Because y'all so heavenly minded, but you owe no earthly good. If you talk about, "Hey, come here, baby," and you whisper something in his ear, or he whispers something in your ear, and it's something nasty and dirty, and that's your hubby. He got every right to say, "Tickle my toes tonight about 3 a.m., and I want you to do this to that area right there that I can't talk about." And you, that's nasty. What do you mean that's nasty? That ain't nasty. Y'all one now. Y'all ain't twain no more. You one. Y'all supposed to be able to do whatever you want to with each other. Close the door. I don't want to see it. Don't even talk about it, but do it. And God says, "Good job." That's true worship right there. Go ahead, do it. Do your thing. But y'all been told, you Kojic apostolic full gospel folks, that you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. Y'all married. Who told you can't do that? Where in the Bible is that? Let me see. Where it said you can't touch him right there. Let me hold on. It's in here somewhere. You can't touch him there. That's the place where other stuff's supposed to happen. Let me see. I don't see it. I got Evelyn Wood's speeding test that I can't see. Nothing. It ain't in here. You can't touch him there. That's why your marriage is boring. And that's why your wives are calling other guys trying to get some counseling because you horrible. So your pastor, this show is all about him. I'm sorry. I went around the corner and back again. I'm back again. Your pastors need to get some counseling himself. He need to go to school or he need to take a 6-week course and study the psychology of marriage. It's psychological because when a man say I do, something snaps in him. Clip! Now, you didn't even know when it snapped, but it snapped. Now he feel like a sense of he lost his freedom. I'm trying to help you ladies out. I know Tamara, oral sex is condemned. Diane says my bed is undefiled. Oh, raise your hands. Raise your hand. Come on now. Marriage counseling in church, don't even get me started. Joe Hill, come on. Sex begins in the kitchen. Sex starts in the kitchen, Joe Hill says, and he is right. It starts in the bathroom too. Sex starts on the washing machine. Put it on that cycle that really gyrates the washing machine. We have both of them. Don't put it on that delicate wash. Put it on that ultra wash. That wash that not that permanent press stuff. That cute little cycle that just goes around like this. Wee. No. I got some hardcore cotton up in there. I was playing in the grass out back, all right, and I fell and slipped in some doo-doo or something. I need to get that scrubbed off there. Don't put it in the permanent press cute little wash. Put that sucker on that real hard thing, all right? And you tell your wife, come here, baby, what? It's on that cycle? It's on, no, baby, I'm not on my cycle. No, not that cycle. I'm washing clothes. It's almost that time. It's that spin cycle. Oh, really, baby? Yeah. Y'all need to find some kind of Disney World. Make up a Disney World in your house, okay? Say, it's spin cycle time. Where? In the utility room. That's where the wash and dry is. It sure is. Oh, my Lord. I'll be right back, baby. All right? And you wait till that thing, get to that cycle and say, all right, baby, sit on top of that. Okay, you ain't had enough of that? Well, there's a dryer right next to you. You got to dry the clothes. So what I suggest you do is put a brick in the dryer. I said it. Put a brick in there with your clothes and let it go through that cycle where it just sounds like it's beating the crap out of that machine. It's just going crazy. And both of y'all just sit on it and have your way. Is that in the Bible? I can't find it. Hold on. I got a new Bible. Let me see. Wash machine sex. Let's see. It ain't in here. That means it might be okay. Hold on. It ain't in there. I checked all 66 books. It ain't in there. Maybe I should go to the Catholic Bible. Maybe it's in there. Y'all need to be telling these couples, just be like horny toads and enjoy each other's life. You see, the man married you because he didn't want to be sinning all the time. So he said, you know what? I get a little haunted. All right? And I don't want to be sinning no more. So here's what I want to do. Will you marry me, Billy Joanne? Billy Joanne? Where you find her? Alabama somewhere? Go with me. Will you marry me, Billy Joanne? I sure will. Jezzy Joe. I'm running out of names, okay? And okay, good, because I gets haunted, and I don't want to sin no more. I'm tired of it, so let's do it. Okay, let's do it. They go down there to the justice of a peace, because he's thinking about the peace. She's thinking about the justice. And they find a pastor, okay? And the pastor said, I got to take y'all through counseling. Uh-oh, this is why it gets nasty. I said, you've been nasty already. Well, I'm getting more nasty. I'm more undignified than this. Y'all go to bed, because some of y'all are too holy for shows like this. Go to bed. Carla and Marie and Sandra and Marty and Tony, Diane, go. No, Diane, you stay up, because you understand this kind of stuff. Okay, now, you go to the pastor, Joe Hill, and the pastor say, I got to counsel y'all for a couple weeks. Fine, that's cool. And how does the counseling session go? Let's see. Lord says in 1 Peter chapter, and y'all go through that whole spiel, which is good. You should always bring up the word of God when it comes to marriage. All right. That goes the spiritual end. What about the natural end? You don't talk about that? Y'all need to be bringing up questions that y'all ain't thinking about. When people come to me for counseling, first of all, y'all say, they come to you for counseling? Yeah. You got a problem with them coming to me for counseling? Because they come to me because they know I'm going to tell them the raw truth that you ain't going to tell them, pastors. You too afraid or ashamed, or it's just too much natural talk. It's just too much. You know why you can't tell them? Because you married and something ain't happening in your bedroom. You know why something ain't happening in your bedroom? Because the first lady is calling a guy like me, say, Pastor ain't throwing down. He telling y'all how great I am from the pulpit, and I'm the cream of his coffee, but at home, I'm just a stranger. I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about that man who ain't saying nothing, okay? And so I get them calls. So you need to be talking about and asking them the hardcore questions. You love each other yet? You want to get married for what? Well, I just don't want to sin no more. That's all? That's all why you want to get married? Because you don't want to sin no more? That ain't the reason why you just want to get married. Because, there's a love thing here and there's a like thing here too. Both of them need to be dwelling together. But sometimes the love is there, but y'all don't like each other. And sometimes the like is there, but y'all don't love each other. There's a problem. And if y'all can't determine which one is which, you better not get married. Let me tell you again, you better not get married. If you don't know what love and like is, you better bring them both in there. I love it in him. Okay, do you like him? I really don't like him. You need to stay your butt single. Stay in your mama's basement until y'all can figure this out. Oh, come on, Marie. She said, go to bed. I could teach this for you. Marie Johnson, bring it up. They come to me. Yep, come on. I'm trying to tell y'all, bring it up. Talk. I don't know what's going on with this cough. I was fine until I talk. I'm being choked out by somebody. A pastor's got some of my doll that made a doll or so also at home, and he's sticking pins in there. That's why I'm coughing. So let me tell y'all this again. Talk about it. You better say, listen, okay, here's a scenario right here. He love you. Yeah, he love me. Okay, do we take you out on dates? Yeah, we go on dates. Okay, when y'all out on dates, what do you do? Huh? What do you talk about when you're on a date? See, he just calling you the date to satisfy this moment for you because you want a date. But do he want the date? I want the date. Okay, do he want it? Well, I don't know. He seemed like it. Okay, all right. What do y'all do on a date? Does he show any kind of public affection? I ain't saying he got to bust a slob to you in front of everybody. He may not be that kind of guy. His love language may not be touch in public. That's fine. But when y'all alone, walking in the park, he still can't hold your hand. That's the problem. He can't hold your back. He can't show no kind of chivalry. He can't open doors for you. That's the problem. You at the restaurant and he can't pull the chair open up for you while you go into the restroom. That's the problem. He can't show. That's the problem. Okay? His father was not in his life. That's the problem. Should that be the excuse for the rest of his life? No. So maybe you should show him. Tell him, listen, do this while you're dating. Don't wait till you get married. Do this while you're dating. Say, baby, you don't do what you used to do. If he stopped doing it, you start seeing the process of him stop doing certain things, and you think you're going to marry him so that he can go back to doing it, or you think things are going to change? Yeah, things are going to change. They're going to get worse. Because once a man taps out, he tapped out. He gone, Diane. Y'all hear me? When a man taps out, he gone. He at home with you. He's still providing for you. He's still taking care of the kids. He taking the kids to school. All right, and he paying the bills. But he tapped out. He only there in body, but he ain't there in mind. You know how I know? I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta go raw. It's Raw Tuesday. During sex, he got his eyes closed. And he ain't thinking about you. No, he ain't. He got Olivia Pope on his mind or he got your best friend on his mind, or you got sister so-and-so who walked around the offering pan with, she was half naked, half dressed. Is the cup half full or half empty? Well, that woman was half dressed, half clothes, okay? And she walked around the offering pan, and he got a glimpse of her. He saw things that she did not allow him to have any imagination, because she showed him everything around offering time. He went home, and during sex with you, he ain't got you on his mind. I don't care what y'all say. You can turn it off. Call this PG-13. No, this ain't PG-13. This is PG-25, all right? I don't care. I'm trying to save y'all's marriage. If somebody had came to me and told me these things, I'd be still married today, all right? So he done tapped out. Is he going to tell you he thinking about Sister Bobo? Hecky to the no. He ain't going to tell you he making love to you and thinking about some other woman. There was a great episode on Archie Bunker, All in the Family, where Meathead was at home and Gloria came home with a wig on. Y'all remember that episode? It was a brunette wig, and he was blown away by that wig. He was like, woo! Gloria, you sure is fine. And he was kissing on her, and she was like, okay? He just was amazed by it. And then she took the wig off, and he said, what are you doing? She said, I'm tired. He said, no, put the wig back on. She says, okay. She put the wig back on. He went to kissing her again. All right. And then it was time for bed, so they went upstairs for bed. They put on their pajamas. Okay, y'all remember this episode? They put on their pajamas, and she got in bed and she took that wig off and put it on the nightstand. And he said, babe. She said, what? Can you put that wig back on? She said, oh, I get it now. You don't really like me. You see, it's that wig. This is your way of cheating on me with me. I said, yeah, that's it. I saw that as a child, and I got it then at the age of 12. I said, ooh, to the we, I get it. There's a whole lot of men, ladies, he making love to you, but he making love to the sister next door. It's something that you did, you tapped out. Something that you ain't doing no more. Maybe you let yourself loose, or maybe let yourself the opposite. See, there's some men who like the big woman, all right? There's some brothers who married you because you big. There's some men who married you because you're small. You see, you could do the reverse. You can be big and then start losing weight, and you're like, you ain't attractive no more. I know y'all like, really? The Bible says man looks on the outward appearance. So God even knows that. So you might be losing some things. So you got to make up for that loss in your weight structure by doing some other things. And you may have to ask him the real question. Say, what is it about me that you don't like? Now, he going to lie to you at first. I'm letting you know he going to lie to you because y'all asked him the question, does this dress make my butt look big? He going to lie to you, not me. I'm going to tell you, yes, your booty is big in that dress. Oh, my God. Didn't you ask me the question? Why would you ask me a question and you require me to lie to you? Your booty is big in that dress. Now, I like big booties and I cannot lie. Oh, wait. Is that a rap song? My bad. Okay. Rewind. That might be my pleasure. I may like your butt big in that dress. Wear that dress. Let's go outside so I can prove to the world that I got a big booty wife. All right? Y'all don't like this show? Well, shut it down and go to bed. Read your Bible and sing Kumbaya. But I'm trying to save some marriages here, and I'm going raw to the raw. Tell him. You need to tell the man, okay, I want an honest answer. Do this make me look big? Yes, it makes you look big. And he then say, all right, but do you like it? He may say, no, it's fine. If you got the discerning of spirits, you know if that boy's lying. He lying. Yeah, I like it. No, you don't. You don't like it. When I got married, my wife at the time cooked me my first meal, and she was nervous because she know how I love the taste of good spices on my tongue, all right? And she made me my meat, and I said, okay, here we go. And I cut in that thing, and I ate it, and I kept thinking, all right, this meat is not done. But I kept thinking to myself, Walter, how do you tell her the truth? Because if you tell her you like this meat, you're going to be eating this raw meat every Monday, because she going to think that's your favorite meat. So I said, Walter, tell her the truth. Let her cry now. She'll get over her cry and cook my meat just right. So I said, baby, here's how I'm going to tell it. See, David sinned with Bathsheba, but God sent a prophet to tell him a story. God didn't send the prophet to say, you sinned, and you're going to hell if you don't get it. He didn't, because God knew that David had a temper problem. So he said, let me tell you a little story. So I had to act like the prophet Nathan and say, baby, let me ask you a question. You really want me to tell you the truth, don't you? Yes, sweetheart, because if this marriage is going to work, we both got to be honest with each other, right? Yes, baby. Okay, thank you for telling me that. This meat is a little tough. If you put it on 350, put some more water in it, and let it sit for another 30 minutes, I bet you that meat come out just right. She says, thank you for telling me that. She put it back in there. 30 minutes later, I had the best pork chop the world has ever. I proclaimed it Pork Chop Monday. For the rest of the duration of my life, it was the pork chop of all pork chops. I praise the Lord that day. Okay? Tell her the truth. All right? And so I'm trying to tell you, brothers, yes, that dress make your booty look big. I don't like your booty big. So what can we do? Well, there's a LA Fitness down the street, and I've been thinking about getting both of us a membership. Let's both of us go down there and see if we can get the booty smaller and maybe get me some muscles at the same time. See, you got to support her. You can't just send her to LA Fitness and say, get your booty smaller and I might love you more. You crazy. Because that boy Jacob's wife says, I got a child for this man. He don't love me because my eye, she had that laser eye. Who was it? Was that Rachel or Leah? She had the eye that Jacob was like, can you see me? Yeah, I see you. But you looking over there, baby. No, I'm looking at you. No, you, baby, now you're looking over there. Look at me, baby. No, I can't. I'm looking right at you, Jacob. Oh, Lord. So she started having babies for him, and she said, now that I have this baby, he gonna love me. You see, she thought that having babies for him, he gonna fall in love. No, man, no. When a man has tapped out, he gone, ladies, he gone. He'll have sex with you, he'll high-five you, say thank you for cooking, blah, 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 but he leave the house and say, I can't stand that woman. I can't stand her. I don't like her. Y'all need to be falling in love with your best friend if you can. Those of you who are married, I can't talk to you right now. You're already in that situation. But if you're dating a man and you're really falling for him, you better find out, is this love? What is this? What love got to do with it? Because love is crazy. There's a cloud that happens in love. And once the cloud is gone, reality sets in and says, you know what? His breath really stank. I don't know why I didn't smell his breath while I was clouded in love. But now that the love is gone, his breath stank worse than any man I know. You see what I'm saying? But when you like a man, oh, man. The love, well, we're going to deal with the love, but I really like this man. I like the way he talk. I like the way he walk. I like the way he eat. I like the way he play his music. I like the way he sing. I like the way he take care of his children. Woo, I like this man. Now we're talking. Examine how much you like this man, and then once you realize how much you like him, then take an examination of, now, do I love him? Am I in love with this man? You see, a lot of times, like and love, they come together in a package. Somebody asked me what was my number one love language, and I told them there's only 4 love languages. They said, no, it's 5. I said, it's 5 to you. And it's 5 to that doctor who came up with that 5 love language, but I got only 4. He said, huh? Yes. My love language is physical touch and quality time. And it's 1. Huh? Yes, because I ain't touching nobody if it ain't quality time happening. You see, my quality time entails physical touch. I ain't talking about sex either. I physically touch my children. Both my sons and my daughters. I hug my son. We're walking down the street. I put my hand around my son. That's physical touch. I have to touch him. I have to feel him because I love him. I kiss my son. Okay? I won't kiss him on the lips, but I kiss him on the cheek, kiss him on the forehead because that's me. I kiss some of the men in my church. and ain't no homo here whatsoever. I'll kiss him on the forehead. Y'all see me at church do it. I'll grab a brother and kiss him right there. The Bible says greet one another with a holy kiss. I know y'all can't do it now because that brother over there, you kiss him, he gonna want to call you. Say, call me, come by the house tonight. I got some ties for you to wear. No, brother, no. So I don't kiss that brother because he might get it wrong. But the brothers who I know is extremely hetero, I'll kiss them because I can. And I never had men problems. I had women problems, okay? So y'all never have to question my sexuality, But I kiss them, all right? Some of the sisters, I'll embrace them. I can't kiss all the sisters, though, because some of them are kind of, they looking, okay? And all it takes is they asleep, and then the Prince Charming come and kiss them and wake them up from their sleep. That's what some of the women look. So I got to be careful with them. So I know which one to embrace with a kiss and which ones don't do it. So I hang around the older women, the mothers, the ones that's about 15, 20 years older than me. I can kiss them. They fine. They all right. But the younger ones, I say, high five me, or I'll embrace them and say, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Okay? All right? So I'm that way. But my love language is, if I'm going to be with you, I want to touch you. Quality time, physical touch. That's my language. You got to know the language of your man. You just got to know it. Oh, y'all talking. Sorry. Kenneth Cherry, I'm sorry, man. Charles Presley, I'm sorry. I'm trying to tell y'all, you gotta know this stuff. So you pastors who are counseling these people, ask the girl, the woman who's getting ready to marry him, ask her important questions. Number one, hey, if something happens in a cheating situation, how are you going to handle this? If he walk out on you and cheat on, how are you going to handle this? I never thought of that. You ain't thought about that? Well, you better think about it, because it could be a chance comes where you ain't as attractive as you used to be. He's still a man. He still got a penis. He still got testosterone flowing all through him, with or without Viagra or them other stuff. It's still working. It works like a charm. He goes out there, he on his job, and somebody got the right perfume, somebody got the right talk. You stop talking, you stop perfuming him, all right? He may cheat. What you going to do about it? You going to stand by your man? You going to walk out on him? What? I ain't think about that. Well, y'all go home and think about it. All right, talk about it. Number two, what if he like oral sex? Do y'all talk about that? Does he like giving or getting or giving? Is he a taker or a giver? All right. What about anal sex? Is that a place where stuff goes out and not in? Do you believe that? Yeah, I believe it. Do you believe it? Well, I don't know. Now y'all got a problem. Y'all not on one accord on that. He may like it. You don't like it. You think it's against the law of God. He don't. So whether it is or it ain't, y'all still are divided on that subject. And if that's important to him in bed, y'all better talk about this before you get married. Don't wait till you get married and he say, why I can't stick it in you. And you say, what? You like that? Yeah, I like it. We never talked about it. That's your problem. Pastors, don't be so holy-minded that you can't bring that stuff up. I bring it up, and I've shocked couples. They say, ooh, Elder Jones. Yes. You talk like that? Yes. You want this marriage to work, right? Yes. Well, guess what? He a man. I'm a man. He thinking it. He ain't telling you. And then the man will say, I sure am thinking it. You are, baby? Yes. He right. I'm thinking it. Now that he brought it up, I want it. So, are we going to deal with this or not? Ooh, baby, I don't know. Then I say, y'all go home. Talk it over. Meet me next week, and we can figure out how we can compromise this. But y'all getting ready to go into a marriage, and y'all going to realize that he like this. You don't like it. You think it's a sin. Y'all in marriage now, and it's more important to him than it is you. And that might be this big as far as marriage is concerned. Now y'all got a problem. You should have brought that up in your counseling session. Oh, I know. Get it straight. They so heavily bound, but no earthly good. Come on, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all better talk this out. Talk it out. Of course, you got to talk about finances. What are you going to do if he want to go to school? and you feel like he's supposed to be supporting you. The brother trying to get some knowledge. He may be out of work 6 months a year. Can he live over your check? All right? You better talk about that stuff. You don't think about it. If he loses his job, okay? If you lose your job, y'all gotta talk about this stuff, okay? Now, that's usually the discussion that's talked about in marriage counseling, the finances. But there's a whole lot of stuff y'all don't talk about. It is a sad situation that the world is saying, y'all trying to win me over to the Lord, and when I walk in that church, the women are all sitting over there, and none of them got their husbands with them. But when I went to the club last night, husbands and wives were in the club together, hugged up with each other, dancing on the floor. They might have been maybe even swapping dancing, but they still went home together. Husband and wife went home. Nobody was fighting each other. Ooh, you dance with that woman, how dare. No! They went home happy, and knocked boots that night all night long. But the saints, y'all come to church. He sit over there. She sit over there. And y'all get on the microphone. Thank God for being here. Being saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized. That would have mighty burning fire. And the wife is sitting there like burning. I was burning last night. Where was our fire? Okay? That you only come to church to get that mighty burning fire. Last night I was burning in my flesh. And that would have mighty burning fire. I want to thank God for my wife. Stand up, baby. Look at her dress. Woo! Ain't she fine, y'all? She is the tea, the sugar in my tea and the honey in my jik juice. Yeah, all the strange drinks. Okay, my Mai Tai. She is the umbrella with the strawberry on top and blah blah blah. And she's sitting like in her mind. She's saying that nigga lying. He don't talk to me like that at home. Because when he get in the car, he won't say nothing to me. He ain't saying diddly to the squat. He get in the car and he drive 30 minutes home. He ain't saying nothing. He turn the radio on. Poop. Yeah. Work it out. Jesus can't work it out. Work it out. I was going to pay your rent. Work it out. He turned that radio on because he don't know how to talk to his wife. But at church, hey man, let's say man for my wife. Ooh, ain't she fine, y'all? And she like, this fool. He lied to the saints. And the Bible says, brothers, your prayers will be hindered. 1 Peter, that's somewhere. 1 Peter 3, I think it is, and 7. Your prayers, brothers, you praying to God. Father, I need you to bless my house. Lord, and bless my wife. We got bills. We got 99 problems. Baby need parachute. Plus I got a light bill to telephone disconnect. Hello. Waiting for my next. And the Bible said, God's like, la, 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 la. That's what God is doing. La, 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 la. I can't hear nothing. You go to Isaiah chapter 1, and God was doing the same thing. La, 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 la. He was telling the Jews, he said, I put my hand over my eye. I don't want to see it. He like the monkey. I don't want to. I see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. There. He said, "You put your skin is putrefied. It won't." You ever had a sore that didn't heal? That's what God said in Isaiah. He said, your sores are so putrefied it won't even heal. He said, you're doing these solemn assemblies. You're having these holy convocations. You're celebrating, observing these new moons. And sacrifices and all this stuff. God says, away with it. I don't want to hear it. Though your skin be as scarlet, red as crimson. He said, I'll make it white. He said, come on, let's reason together. This mess right here, I thank God for my wife. And you don't talk to her, I ain't listening to none of this mess. Blah, 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 blah. And that's what's happening to y'all and y'all's churches. The women are there. They're driving in separate cars. Y'all bought 2 cars because you don't want to be caught together in one car. So she go to church at 8 o'clock and you come at 10:30. All right. And she sit on the east and you sit on the west and never the twain meet. And then after service, you say, all right, baby, I see you at home. Ain't nobody seeing nothing between the two of y'all. That's a shame. And I go to the club, I go to the library, I go out here to these special civic events, and these unsaved folk are sitting together. They sitting in one seat on the train. They so loved up with each other. They listening to I don't know, Silk, or they listening to The Barge or something like that, or Luther and his Vandross and Anita and her Bakers, and they just all hugged up and, hey, I love you, boo. I love you too, boo. Ooh, girl, ooh, I love you. They just all in public, all kind of stuff, and they don't even know the Lord. But church folks, how could you possibly say you love God but you don't love each other? I can't get it. I can't understand. All right, so the psychologics of it all is this. A lot of brothers did not come up in that family structure. He was raised by either a single mama or the father was there, but he wasn't really there. He didn't know how to teach the son certain things. His father did not show open affection. My father always was kissing on my mama. My father and mother continued to molest each other in front of us, all 9 of us. If we come home and mama is sitting on my daddy's lap, and they just all kissing and hugging. I say, enough is enough. There's a room upstairs with a view. Y'all go up there and do what you do. I'm so glad they was doing that. I'm glad they didn't feel like the kids didn't need to see this open affection. Because we saw this open affection, it caused me to be affectionate myself. That's why my love language is quality time and physical touch. Because I saw my parents always holding each other's hands in public. They at church, holding each other's hands. When they walk into the car, my father grabbed my mother around the waist and he walks into the car. That was for 50 years of my life. Well, I'm much older than that, but not much older. I'm sorry. I'm a little older than that, but that's all I see still today, my father touching my mama. He can't keep his hands off my mama. Get off my mama, okay? I see this every time I'm around them. I'm so glad they didn't hide that. So a lot of the brothers who married to you never saw that. He don't know how to process it. So then you marry him. You did not check the paperwork. You didn't check the code. Okay? You didn't go and do your investigative reporting. And so you married him because he gave you babies. Or you married him because he said he loved you. You married him because he's making $80,000 a year. You married him because you was in love with the aspect of marriage, or you was in love with being in love. And so you married him, and you didn't do your homework. And so I tell people now, check that boy's credit report. Check his criminal report. Talk to his parents. Talk to his siblings. Find out all you can, because you do that in everything else, don't you? Yes, you do. Your daughter come home and say, Mama, I love him. And you say, now I got to do my investigative report. Don't you? Yes, you do. You ask her a whole lot of questions about this new boy. Don't you? Yes, you do. And then you go and ask somebody else. Hey, Marianne, you live next door to that Jarrell boy, right? He dating my daughter. Tell me all you know about him. What he do on Saturdays? Okay, where he be going? I see he be going up there to that store. What he be doing? Is there any women that work at that store too? Why he be up there at that store? He do what? I'm suspicious. No, nope. Hey, you said you got an investigative friend, right? He work for the police department. Can you do me a favor? I found out what that boy's social security number because I looked at my daughter's phone, and you doing all kind of investigation. Hey, pull up his record. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. What you find? He what? He went to jail for how many days? For what? For a traffic ticket? No, he can't. No. I can't have no man dating, double boy dating my daughter, and he don't know how to drive. He could kill her. He a speed demon. You do all that, don't you? Yes, you do. But then you find a man, or he finds you, and you won't do none of that. You done fell in love with him, and you didn't, because why? The cloud is there. There's a cloud of smoke there. And you say, he must be a good man. Then you marry him and find out he on the sex offenders list. Oh, I'm in trouble. What you say, Joe Hill? We spend hours perfecting our golf stroke. Joe's preaching. Pretend your wife is a fairway with the beautiful green, and practice your chipping using as much strokes as necessary until you get it right. He said strokes. Joe Hill said it. He right here, he preaching. He said, then do it again tomorrow. We need to do a series with your credentials in the drawer. Woo! Joe Hill, I'm coming to Vegas. I got to get there because you preaching the gospel to these folks out here. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm trying to save y'all. I'm trying to save y'all's marriages. I'm trying to save y'all from marriage too. Some of y'all don't need to get married because you ain't settled with yourself. You know yourself. You do, and you lying to yourself. You ain't done inventory. You know you can't get married because you ain't ready to have another man or a woman in your life. You got to now ask for permission. Okay, ladies, let me help you out. The brother been single for a long time. He's secured in himself. He like his security and his freedom. He like that. All right. Now, he thinking, if I marry this woman, I got to now come home at a certain time. I can't be up at 1, 2 in the morning while she in the bed burning. And I'm on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. I got to go to bed at a certain time. I got to ask her for permission to do this and do that and do this and do that. Okay, I can't walk around naked, and I can't scratch in certain places and sniff my finger. Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all, I know y'all don't like this gory stuff, but you're going to have to deal with this if you're going to be with a man. Men are nasty. They scratch themselves in certain places, and they sniff it. They nasty. They go to the bathroom and then do stuff in the toilet, and then they got to turn around and look at the toilet to see how big it was. I'm trying to tell y'all, men are nasty. They want to, and then some of them, I've seen them take pictures of it and then send them to their boys. Look, mine's bigger than yours. Now, y'all know I'm telling the truth. Men are nasty, okay? They do stupid, dumb, ridiculous stuff. Drives women crazy, but that's the man. That's the makeup of him. You can't change that in him. You can't change the nature of a cat. You can't change the nature of a lion. Y'all going out there, especially white women, they go out there and bring these lions and tigers and bears in the house and say, "Who is such a cute little cub? Ooh, cute." And that cub grow up to be a big old lion or tiger and eat all your kids. Say, Mr. Police, I didn't know it was going to do that. And the police says, "That's a lion, right?" "Yes." You know that's a lion, right? Yeah. It's such a cute, it never, wait, hold on. He pulled out his Britannica. Let me go to the dictionary. Okay. You see where it says lion, yes. He has a nature. He's a carnivorous. He's predatory. Go on. You know you brought a lion in the house, right? Yes. And it ate your kids. Yes. Why did it do that? Oh. And that's y'all doing. This man has a nature to put his finger in body parts and sniff it. Why you think these nasty dudes, they go and they, from little boys, they at the locker room at the school, and they managed to touch your daughter, put his finger in her panties. His finger, and this too gory for some of y'all. Please walk away. He put his finger in her panties. He found a way. And guess what the next thing he gonna do? He gonna go find one of his boys, and guess what he gonna do with his finger? You'll already know, don't you? You like, that's nasty. That's his nature. That's what he do. You ever see dogs sniff other dogs' behind? Y'all call us dogs, don't you? Well, you right. Y'all are prophetesses. Come on, man. Y'all can't take this kind of sermon. Go home. Turn this off. Y'all, hopefully y'all at home. All right? So men do this. They nasty. All right? They do things that you can't understand, but they're a man. So if you ain't ready to deal with his nasty, he in bed with you and he passed gas and then he covers the covers over you and let you smell it. That's cute to him. He like that kind of stuff. Why? I keep telling y'all, there's a little boy in all men. There is a little boy in all men. That boy is always there. I put up the post and I told y'all the greatest accomplishment or the greatest thing that you could tell a man is not I love you. He hear that all the time from y'all. I love you, baby. Yeah, thank you. I love you back. But when you tell him, I'm so proud of you, that is like telling the kid on his birthday, we are going to Disney World. Watch the expression on that kid's face. Ah! When you tell a man, I support you, I appreciate you, or I'm proud of you, that little boy wakes up. And that's the greatest thing you can tell him. And he will leap through troops for you. You better know what you're getting into. You better know how to talk to that man. You bring home all kind of toys and TVs and refrigerators and gadgets, and you open up the manual, don't you? And you read all of the troubleshooting stuff in that chapter, don't you? But you bring home a man and you won't even check the oil. I can't get it. I can't get it. His eyes light up. Come on, Tony. His eyes light up. Charles says I'm at work. Charles, you about to get fired because they're going to be hearing my voice screaming on him. Pastors, get you some training. Stop acting like you know everything about counseling, because apparently half or more than half of your church is separated or divorced or single. They can't get along. If you're that greatest counselor, why are so many people at your church having problems in their relationships? Apparently, that ain't your area. That don't make you a bad pastor. It just means that's not your area. So the Bible talks about different gifts of the Holy Spirit. So the Apostle Paul asked a question. Are all apostles? No. Do all speak in tongues? No. Can all interpret tongues? No. Do all have the gift of helps? No. He asked rhetorical questions. The obvious answer is no, 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 no. Everybody don't do that. So you need to find out where your gift is. So if you're not a good counselor, you go out there and find a bona fide one and bring them in on a Bible study night. It's okay. Close the book on a Tuesday night. Says tonight is going to be counseling sessions, and everybody who's in love, or you think you is, show up on a Tuesday. Bring in a bona fide counselor and let them talk to your people, and you will get credit for it. Designate others. There are other people in your church who are counselors, who are study psychology, who are so amazing in their marriage. You put them over that ministry of counseling. That may not be where you are. Your strength is probably hermeneutics. You know how to exegete the scriptures. You're a good teacher of the Bible. That's where you are, and that's why they hold you in high esteem as your pastor, their pastor there. But in marriage counseling, give it to this couple right here to help them out. I talk to people because the Apostle Paul, he wasn't married. But he gave some of the best marriage advice there is in there. He wasn't married. Y'all don't be talking about the Apostle Paul. He wasn't married. How do we know he wasn't married? He says, because I would that you be like me. But because you can't contain yourself, he says, it's better that you marry than to burn. He actually was talking more about staying single. You're like, huh, that's in there? Sure is. I can show it to you, but this show done went a little long. The Apostle Paul was actually trying to discourage marriage. Yep, he sure was. You keep reading. He said, dwell with the virgin. Just, don't do it. Just don't do it. You don't want to do it. Because if y'all come together, there's going to be some problems. Go to the book of Revelation. They even said in the end time, it says, you better not want to get married. And then it says, woe to you who are with child. You really going to have a problem. Don't do it. Ain't that something? So the Bible is encouraging folk Okay, if you're married, here's what you need to do. But if you ain't married, you might want to stay single because you don't know what you're getting ready to face. That's what my ministry is. I try to tell people, I try to show them as hard as I can, you may not want this. Why, L. Jones? Here's why. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Ooh, I ain't think about those. I know you ain't think about those. You still want to get married? I sure love him. Okay, you going to love him straight to the divorce court. You're going to love him to the justice of the peace. And when you go out the back door, there's a divorce judge there. Get them papers too while you're on your way out, because you may not meet him today, but you're going to meet him tomorrow. Y'all going to be divorced. Because I gave you 4 points that you ain't thought about and y'all ain't talking about, but y'all want to get married. You're going to be sitting in that same church over there where 85% of the people who are divorced, you're going to be sitting right there among them. Dwell among them. Dwell among them. I'm trying to tell y'all. James, I'm trying to tell them. They ain't listening to me. If you married right now, try to do what you can to make it work. There are many men out there who are in denial. They don't think they're having problems. So the first step, of recovery is to admit there's a problem. Many men don't think there is a problem. They think you're nagging. You're a bitter black woman. You're nagging, okay? And you're turning him off. So every time you bring up something that's negative, he look at you as, here you go again. So he don't want to come home to that mess, so he stay out. Because you nag, so you realize that you become a nagger, so you stop nagging. Now, because you stop nagging him, he thinks that everything is okay because you're not bothering him with negativity. He thinks all is well. Meanwhile, the marriage is getting worse and worse and worse, and you're going to have to make a decision one day, I got to leave this man. You're going to come to that conclusion one day, this it, I can't do it. See, because what's happening is, now you tapping out. He already tapped out. And once he tap out, he's just a body in your house. Once you tap out, though, that's it. Brothers, let me tell you, I've been here. I'm going to tell you this, and let me shut this down. If you ain't heard me say anything, you better hear me now. When a woman taps out, she gone. Oh, let me turn this off. Because I got fleece on and the heat was on. Let me say this one more time, brothers. You better hear me right. You think that woman going to love you forever? You are horribly mistaken. These women, especially today, they don't love y'all forever. Once they realize they done with you, women are done with you, they will tap out and you will become enemy number 1. They can't stand you. They'll stay in the house with you as long as they can. They'll still cook for you, and they might even give you sex. But they're only doing that to buy some time because they know they got to make you feel comfortable. They got to make you feel empowered. They got to make you feel like you're on top of the world because they are working on an exit plan. Tracy, I know what I'm talking about. I've been here. And once they figure out that plan, you are going to be left with your drawers in your drawer. That's all you got. Because she done transferred everything in her name. You're going to be left wondering what the heck happened. She gone. She either gone with that other dude or there ain't no dude. She gone to live her life. There may not ever be another dude. She may say, this life for me is better. I'm going to stay single, and she done saved up her money. And you going to get some white dude going to knock on the door. Who is it? It's white man. It's the plumber. I'll come to fix the sink. It's somebody. Hold on. It's going to be 2 o'clock in the morning, y'all. You ain't heard from your wife all day. She told you she had to work late. Or she working late. All right. All right, hold on. I'm coming. What you want, white man? Yeah. What's this? Your name, Sir Johnson, right? Yeah. What's this? This for you. But what is it? You can't read? You say Sir Johnson versus Mrs. Johnson Johnson. Yes. Have a good day. Wait, hold on, man. Well, but what is this? Dude, keep reading. Mrs. Johnson, this divorce papers, yeah. But my wife said she was working late today. If things got that bad, apparently, sir, it done got bad. He done got in the white dude, got in the car. All right, I love you. Bye bye. Click click. Boom, he gone. Can you imagine the white man say, "All right, love you. Bye," and you sitting like, but I didn't see. I ain't know she cooked breakfast for me this morning, and she even gave me some sex this morning, and this is what come out of it. Yes, because you thought everything was fine because you took the garbage out 2 weeks ago. Everything is okay. She came home smiling. Hey, baby, how you doing? How's your day? All right. What you want to eat today? Mm-hmm. Oh, women are good with that. And you sitting there. Pastor Bobo, please. Yeah, I know it's 3 a.m, Sister Bobo, but can you wake Pastor up? Wake her up. Wake him up. Hello? Pastor Bobo? Yes. I got some divorce papers. You did? Oh, okay. Well, can we talk about this in the morning? No, I want to talk about it tonight. She left me, Pastor. You putting the first lady on the phone? Oh, but I want to talk to you. Okay, I'll talk to the first lady. First lady? Yes, ma'am. You said you knew it, huh? That's what women do? And I was doing what? How you knew all this was going to happen? You knew all this? Because you... See? I'm trying to tell y'all, the first ladies, they wise. See, because that first lady that was on that phone just a few minutes ago, she got an exit plan too. Oh, I'm in trouble. Old school coaching training, sunrise, purity class, Sunday school, Friday night service, Sunday night service, training, learning, trial sermon, but it don't. Come on, Aaron Phillips. The women are at church around the clock. The brothers at home burning in his flesh. And she at home serving pastor while he at home wondering, where's my stuff? Woo! Tamara, come on, I'm trying to tell y'all. Like R. Kelly said, when a woman is fed up, there is nothing you can do about it. You better catch up before she reaches that point. Lady Rochelle, let me clap for you. That's it. But here's the problem, Lady Rochelle. He's so dumb. He don't know when that point is because she's playing that wonderful role. So what I suggest, ladies, before you play that role, be honest and listen. Brother, I'm going to give you one more chance. Tell him that. Give him an ultimatum if you really love him. That's before you tap out. Say, listen, I'm going to give you one more chance. Brother, hear me. I loves you, Hoppo. Lord knows I do. You got to change. Here's what I don't like. I don't like when you do this. I don't like when you don't do this. I don't like this. I don't like this. It's driving me crazy, and it is putting the pressure on our marriage. I need you to save our marriage. Let's go to counseling. If he says, we don't go to counseling. All right. Here's what I'm going to tell you now. Now that you told me you don't want to go to counseling, that's fine. Either that you don't want to go to our pastor or you don't want to go to nobody. I don't think the problem is, and he started fussing and arguing with you. You gave him an opportunity. You gave him his way in or his way out. There it was right there. You waited. You was patient. You prayed. You fasted. You did all that you could do. All right. You gave it to him. You said, okay, thank you, baby. That's all I want to know. You ain't got to tell him, I'm getting ready to leave you. You just say, thank you. You can record it. I suggest you record that moment. You ain't even got to tell him. Or you can tell him if you want to. Me, nope. I would put my phone on that audio thing and record that whole session. Let him talk his way into purgatory. Okay, it says, all right. Okay, baby. I promise you, I'm not going to bring this up no more. I'm just telling you that this marriage is dying. You don't want to go to counseling? All right, no problem. We're good. You shut it off. Go to your bedroom. Do what you got to do. Cry, weep, gnash of teeth. Put on sackcloth and ashes. Do whatever. and then you go back to acting like everything's fine. Meanwhile, Nationwide is on our side. Hey, Nationwide, listen. I'm getting ready to make a change. And I need to have a meeting with you and sit down because I need to make some changes to the paperwork. And we done bundled this life and health and house and car and cheering. I need to look at all of that. Okay, and then you pick up the phone and you call Chase Bank, please. Bank of America, please. U.S. Bank, please. Bank of Houston, please. Okay, somebody. And say, listen, I need to come down there and talk to a banker because I need to open up another account. My name, separate it, remove social security numbers and all that, or whatever. Call the offshore people. Is this offshore.com? Yeah, I'm taking a trip over there to the offshore because I need to do some stuff. All right? And then every week, if you can, when you get your check, you take a little bit off of that sucker and put it in that offshore. Take this over here, put it over there. Take this code there. Call ComEd, say, ComEd, listen, this account ain't in his name no more. It's in my name. It's in my name. Call People's Gas or Nicor or the New York Gas and Emporium. Listen, I pay for put it in my name right now. All right? You need to be setting yourself up for security. Because some of the dumbest things you ladies do is says, okay, I'm leaving you right now, and you walk out that door and ain't got nothing. And you trying to call the sisters and you're living in Aaron Phillips' basement and saying, oh, I'll be glad when I get out of this basement. No, you need to be working your plan, baby. The brothers ain't liking this because I'm helping the sisters out. But you gave that man an opportunity. You work your way out of that house as much as you can because here's what I believe. And let me shut it down. I got to shut it down because I've gone too long. Here's what I believe in my heart of hearts to the hearts 3 times 9 is this. Physical abuse is grounds for separation. Number 2, verbal abuse is grounds for separation. Watch this. Number 3, neglect is grounds for separation. I don't care what y'all say. I didn't say divorce. I said separation. Neglect is grounds for separation. Your preacher ain't gonna tell you that, but neglect has got the same feeling as verbal and physical abuse. Same thing. And when your man is neglecting you, you need to come to some kind of conclusion. It's time. I gave him chance A, chance B, chance C. I gave him strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. Now it's time for me to pack my bags and get out of there. But do it in a safe way. He's neglecting you. Get out. Go to your place, whether it's your parents, your brothers or sisters, or a very, 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 very close friend. Don't be calling up the saints because you can't trust them saints. Some people at your church, if not most of them, you can't trust them because when you go to them for help, they're going to have your business in the street. Ask, man, how I know. Don't go to them for counseling. You can't trust them saints. They call themselves the saints, but they are the gossip column. They are the National Enquirer. Don't go to them saints. You may have to go to somebody else that's not even in your own church house. Now, ain't that a shame? Because when I got in trouble, it was my church who turned on me. Not the church that I'm at right now. So I ain't talking about my church right now. But back in the day, way back in the day, when I got in trouble, my church turned on me. And it was that church up the street who took me in. You like, well, you was a rascal at your church. That church, I bet, don't know you. It ain't got nothing to do with being a rascal or what I did or how I did it. Nothing. Love is love no matter what. It's called unconditional. And y'all are lying talking. I love him unconditionally. You're lying because as soon as he step on your toe or she step on your toe, then it becomes conditional. You ain't talking to nobody. You're lying. Unconditional love is, I don't care what you did, I still got to make sure you eat. You got a place to sleep. I became homeless. I lost my house. I lost my car. I lost my bank account. I lost my job. I lost everything. And then the church says, bye-bye, love. Bye-bye. And it went across the road. They said, the leader says, don't talk to him. Don't nobody call him. Leave him out there so that the devil can have his way with him. That's the word that came to me. Don't talk to him. Leave him out there so that the devil can have his way. That was the church did that to me. Even though it was self-inflicted what I did, they said, get out. And them folk up the street of a different denomination says, we heard what you did and we're going to take you in. And they fed me. Now, ain't that a shame? That's why that's why I talk the way I do. That's why I constructed the Sir Walter Jones Show. For those of you who've been beat up by the Bible with all this cute spiritual stuff and your breath still stink. You can't spiritually take care or get rid of halitosis. Give that man some peppermint. He don't need no prayer meeting. He don't need no y'all come together with no intercessory prayer stuff. No, put a peppermint in his mouth. That's all he needed. You ain't got to say 7 days from now God is going to show up and get rid of that halitosis. No, man. Give me some gum. And that's what the answer to many of y'all's issues is. Just tell them the truth. You a rascal. You a no good liar. Now go get some counseling. You might need medicine. That medicine might quell some things in you and then but continue to ask God to heal you. But meanwhile, take your medicine. Y'all too deep. You too holy. And the prayer line and the altar call line is going out the door. Same people in that line because y'all keep throwing holy water on them. Come out, devil. Come out, devil. Come out. You're blowing on them. They're falling over. Some of y'all pushing folk over. And then all they're doing is getting their clothes dirty. They go back home dirty. Messed up. Mental illness. All kind of stuff. And mentally, the world is healing these people by saying, sit down. Let me talk. What's the problem? Okay, that's the problem? Oh, here's what you need to do. Here's how we're going to fix this. The world is helping these folks. Here's what you need to do. Here's right here. All right. Okay, and I ain't talking about all they do is give them the medicine. There's some good doctors out there that I'm not talking about some medical doctors. I'm talking about these mental. Sometimes they just sit there and have a couple sessions with them, and they say, and then the patient say, "Wow, I didn't even realize that. That's why I'm acting the way I'm acting, because of this that happened to me when I was 15. I forgot about that." The church, you go to them, they say, "Come out, devil. Ah! Ah! Heal, devil, heal." All right, and send you home, same problem. And then a worldly counselor say, "Come here now, what? Tell me about what happened when you, that happened to you. Okay, here's why this happened to you. Okay, now here's what you need to do. And you a better man, ain't you? Ain't that nothing? Why can't the church be that wise? Well, God has given us that kind of wisdom, but we ain't listening. Churches call it not what it is. Meds won't heal. Yep, I know that. Yep, I know. I'm trying to tell y'all, I ain't against medicine. No, I ain't. Some medicine I know has caused people to be worse. Yes, I'm against the abuse of medicine. Some one doctor thought that I was going into depression because I told her I was depressed. So she gave me a prescription of, what is that called? Not Zoloft. What is it called? What is that depression? The big popular one that used to be everybody. Okay, she gave me that. I says, I ain't taking this. No. You see, I might be feeling depressed, but I ain't claiming that depression. No. So I took that thing, got in the car, rolled down the window, and threw it out, rolled the window back up, and I went home and I started praying. I said, I bind this depression that's coming over me. I bind it. And when I bind it, then the word of the Lord gave me wisdom and said, now that you bound it, get your butt up and go work out. Go wash the dishes. Go walking. Go find a hobby. Go write down some journal. Go do a blog. Get busy. The reason why you're depressed is because the idle mind is the devil workshop. And I slipped out of depression like that because I got busy doing stuff. Go feed the hungry. Go visit the sick and the poor. And I started doing that. And that depression started to leave me. If I had taken that Prozac, thank you, Sonia. If I had taken that Prozac, I would have slipped into a slump. So I'm not for all medicine. Some medicine, though, I am for. So I believe in being well balanced. Understand that. Okay? So don't abuse it. All right. Xanax, somebody said. I drive around and look at houses. Tamara, that's good. Me too. When I feel depressed, I go up here in a place called Beverly. We have a Beverly Hills in Chicago. I drive up and down Longwood Drive, and I see those mansions, and I just get encouraged. I say, woo, look at God. Or I go downtown, or I go up north, go in Kenilwood, or go in those areas, those posh areas. Man, I says, look at God. Or at nighttime, I just go downtown or go over here in Surrsville, and I look in the sky. And I said, look at God. Or I do a Facebook Live. And I said, look at God. I call somebody and said, encourage me in the Lord. Or I was feeling depressed just a couple months ago. I felt like I was in a slump. And I knew I was living in depression because my house was tore up from the floor up. My house was dirty. Living room was dirty. The dining room was dirty. Clothes and paper everywhere. My bedroom was dirty. I wasn't hanging up my clothes. My kitchen sink had dishes in there that had been in there for days. I said, oh my God, I'm slipping in depression. I knew I was because I remembered that. Familiar. It was familiar to me. I wasn't doing no house cleaning. I live at home alone. Well, I had a dog. My dog Iris ain't with me no more. My dog Iris went home. All right. She didn't go home to be with the Lord. She went home to be with her daddy. I was the grandfather. My son finally went and got Iris. So I'm sitting here, and the Spirit of the Lord said, boy, clean up that house. You praying to me to take away this depression. All you got to do is get up. I went to Walmart, got some cleaning stuff, went back into my house, and all day I was scrubbing walls. You know, when a man clean, ladies, him it. Here's when you know you got a good man. He gonna clean everything in that house. Him it. The best chefs are men, and the best cleaners are men. I ain't speaking against you women. Y'all are good chefs, and y'all clean all right. But when a man clean a house, and he mean it, he gonna clean stuff that you didn't think could be cleaned. I was cleaning everything. I was in the cracks, and my father taught me that. He taught me how to clean the walls, take a bucket and that go down there to Home Depot, get some of that wall cleaner. See, because some of y'all walls are so dirty, you ain't never cleaned them. So I went and cleaned the walls in my house, not just the walls. You get on the ladder and you clean the ceiling. Yes. Kendra, come on. When a man is fed up and he think he's living in depression, watch him clean the house. And I cleaned this house. This house is spick and span. And then I called my carpenter. I says, I got a little money. I need you to come and put this wall up, put this wall up, put this floor tile up. I want you to fix this, fix that, fix that. I sure did. And depression, what's that? Man, please. I come home now, and as soon as I open my house, my front door, all of that beautiful smell of lemon, I like lemon, lemonade, pine, outdoor forest smell hit me when I opened the door. Boom. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, thank you. I'm going to say this, and I said I was going to close. I must be colder because I done had 6 closes. Ladies, let me tell you something. A clean house will cause a man's psyche. He feel like he on top of the world when that house is clean. And I'm not telling y'all this so you can be a housewife. No. That's why men clean the way they do, because that house means so much to them. And I love a clean house. So when I would come home to a dirty house, I felt like I was in the dumps. I couldn't believe I was walking around here like fussing and fighting with nobody. It was just me and the dog. All right? But now that my house is clean, I come on my like, ooh, I feel so alive, so refreshed, so revived. Charles, see, come on, the men are talking. Kendrick said pine salt is anointed. That was the greatest thing man has ever done, was made pine salt. Oh, man, pine salt. And then I went down there to Walmart and got those sockets with the stuff, you know, you plug it in, plug it in, and a couple of them rooms, and that's all I needed was a couple of rooms. And I opened that door, and my house just hits me and says, "Are you home, master?" "Yeah, I'm home." "All right, come on in, sit down on your clean couch. Lay on your clean floor if you want to. Lean against your clean wall. You did this, master." I says, "I'm the king of this castle, ain't I?" "Yes, you are. My house praises me." So you want a good man, and you want to find out what can activate him psychologically, keep that house clean. Woo, that will help him. I ain't saying it's going to save your marriage, but that will at least temporarily make him act right. And don't let them smell some cooking on the stove. Lord have mercy. And don't let that cooking be done by you, and you got on, you half naked. And, okay, that's another show. Well, that's earlier in the show. I talked about that stuff. You know, it's just funny how the subtle things that women can do can cause a man's psyche to shift. I just can't understand how y'all know that, but you won't do anything about it. I can't understand it. Anyway, I have to motivate myself like David did. He motivated himself in the Lord. All right, so I do that at home because ain't nobody here. Nevertheless, I'm done. Tomorrow, though, at 5 o'clock, I'm going to talk about the church at large and the church done gone wild. Y'all see these videos on there about the brothers cussing, talking about some take your ass to Jesus? Okay, that's one thing. Another one where the brother was doing the 7 last words, and then the brother says, "Time up," and he took the mic, and he's, okay, there's a reason behind all of that wild and crazy. Then there was a video with T.D. Jakes' other church where the woman was tackled by the security, and she says, stop, I just want to go. And that became a big mess, and she got handcuffed. Why is all of this happening in the church? I'm going to talk about that tomorrow at 5 o'clock. There's a reason why all this mess is going on. But today, I want to talk about this mess of bad counseling that y'all are getting from your churches. So, my pastor, when I was married, says, I ain't counseling y'all. I'm sending y'all somewhere else. And my pastor sent me and my ex-wife somewhere else. That's why I'm still up under that man, because I feel that he is one of the wisest men I know. He realized I can only take this boy as far as I have taken him. I can't take him no further. So I'm going to take him over there and let this man deal with that portion of his life. I'm still his pastor, but this portion of his life, that man can take him. And he did. And that man that he sent me to showed me something that I, Sir Walter, didn't think about. Yes, he did. And what did he do? He took me back. And that's why I've delved and dabbed in psychology today, because of that. Gotta go. No clean like man clean. Amen, Leslie Scales. Come on. Reason for all this mess, Daphne. Because folk ain't really saved. That's why all this mess is going on. Charles Presley II, you better hide, because they coming for you. Run. You should change your last name to Forrest. Because run, Forrest. They coming after you, bruh. They coming after you. There's a bunker behind this wall. Shantae Charles is up under there. I think Aaron Kendrick has got a room under there too. I'm going to build an extra one for you, because you need to hide. All right. Hit the share button, because the actress went to bed. And when she said good night, that means it's time to shut this down. Hit the share button. You may not want to do it. Now, there's 15 of y'all left, all right? You may not want to do it because I went raw And some of y'all's pastors are going to see this and call you in the office and forbid you to watching the Sir Walter Jones Show. I get it. If you don't want to share this, that's fine. When I put this on YouTube, though, it's going to blow up. It's going to be some thumb downs and some derogatory comments up under it. And I love the derogatories because woe unto you when all men speak well of you. So I always tell them when they cuss me out, I say, thank you, ma'am, sir. May I please have another? Get you some counseling. If you ain't married yet, get you some real counseling. And if you in counseling session and he ain't bringing up that natural stuff, you say, here's my list. Can we talk about this? And if your man don't want to talk about that, you say, this session is over. You take your man out of there. And then you have a meeting with your man that says, if you don't want to talk about these items on this list, then this relationship cannot ever happen. Ever. Because these are important to me. And if you can't talk about this, you got to go. Be gone. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to help you. Don't let him smooth talk you into not talking about this, because he will. And some of y'all are gullible.org. All right. Bye-bye. Charles, say bye. Bandages available where, Aaron? Bye-bye. Y'all go. Y'all just get out. Because I feel like an after show is happening, and if I keep talking, Deatrice is really going to leave. So I got to go. 5 o'clock tomorrow Central. Let's talk about the fiasco, the church gone wild. I think I'm going to call it that. The church gone wild. And there's a reason why. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock. I'm going solo because y'all don't want to come on the show. So anybody want to join me on the Sir Walter Jones Show tomorrow at 5 o'clock p.m., come down into the station. 4103, I think it is. South King Drive. Meet me over there, and we can go 1 hour, talk about it. If you don't want to show up, that's fine. I'll be reading your comments right here. All right? Bye. You hanging for the after show? Kendrick, I can't do after show because a couple people on here says, I really need to get to bed. And I don't want, they ain't going to listen to the after show tomorrow. They'll say, now he talking long enough. All right. So I'm going to give me a sandwich because I'm a musician, entrepreneur guy. I eat late. So it's 12:16 in the p.m. and I'm going to eat a sandwich and drink me something and stay up for another hour and figure out what I'm going to do for tomorrow. I can do that because I'm single and I ain't got to ask the wife for permission to stay up. I said that earlier in the show, didn't I? Mm-hmm. But if I was married, you wouldn't catch me on here at 12:16 unless my wife was in here with me, or number two, she gave me permission to stay up to 12:16 to talk to y'all. Other than that, you won't find me after 10 o'clock. I'd be in the bed with my woman. Mm-hmm. We could be watching TV or sleep. Don't matter. You need to be in the bed with your woman. Unless she gives you permission to extend your ministry up until a certain time. I believe that. I stand on it. Okay? And I just saved some of y'all's marriages. So if you up right now and your wife don't know you watching the Sir Walter Jones Show and she in there burning, please shut this off real quick. Go in there and repent. Say, baby, I'm sorry. Let me help you burn. All right. I just saved your marriage. You're welcome. And you can send me a PayPal. PayPal.me/Sir Walter. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Sir Walter Jones Show.